Hey everyone, welcome to Lance Fantasy Gaming. It's a vlogging series. Today we have a lot of stuff to cover. First, I have a friend. Yes, I have friends uh, from tech school. Basically, reach up to me. He is also a disabled vet. Helping him get this process like we usually do on this channel. And also, he got his bachelor's English, and he wrote a book. 19 Towers. I wanted to read this as much as I can, but I have, you know, and if you've been a long viewer of this channel, I have a hard time reading for a long period of time. That's any books, right about now. It's getting better and better. Got my glasses a few months ago, brand new one, my bifocals and everything. That helps with my eye, able to focus and put more light, absorb more, help me focus the muscles that contracts lights on it. I put it in the living room, it's gone. My wife and my mother do not know where it's at, and I know it was downstairs like 2 weeks ago. So I have a hard time reading as much as I really want to. So it's gonna take me by the end of this week, unless I find my glasses. It'll be a lot quicker. But yeah, it's like actually a good book. It's actually a good adventure fantasy style with a bit of mystery, and there is a bit of romance in it. So far, it's a lot of magic users. One of them is a bard, uh, basically a hero during a great battle with a horde of vampires that was in it as well. And it goes through like few chapters, like the livelihood and everything else that they're doing. Then it actually goes into the tower, and I forgot the tower's name was. I could find it very quickly. Oh, I want to say it was Bastion Keep. I don't think so. Tower. I forgot the tower's name. My mind is just a freaking blank. But it's actually a good book. I'm gonna put a link down for him if you do want to support your vet for a fantasy book. Uh, I really do appreciate it that you do support him. You know, every vet help each other out. Depending that it's okay, like 98, 99% of the vet we help each other out. That 2%, and people know what kind of those vets are. But it's actually a pretty good book. I'm actually a fantasy writer. I used to be a fantasy writer, but I never was an author, and I'm very happy and proud that my friend Jeff is an author. I have a friend that's an author. I have a friend that's a PhD in astrophysics, and so forth. So yeah, and yeah, and I contacted them. It's been what 2011 or 12. We went to tech school together in Shepherd Air Force Base in Texas. A lot of crazy stories. We might go over it in this channel of what young airmen that finished right after boot camp going to tech school do, especially in Texas and that area in Shepherd Air Force Base. There was really nothing all around the area. But the cool thing about it is we are going to be collabing on a book, and also going to start a Kickstarter. You're gonna probably start with a book for Dungeons and Dragons or Pathfinder. I'm gonna put a poll in it when this video comes out to see what kind of module you guys want me to do for that thing. For the Kickstarter, I was thinking about you guys will do also a poll on what kind of book you want. A lot of the new 2024 ones I've been looking and basically want to improve it with homebrew stuff, because a lot of the crafting thing with the homebrew for 3.5 and what Pathfinder 1, there are homebrew ones that people have made for crafting. But the new book for 2024 I'm thinking about, you gathering monster parts, herbalist plants to make potions and so forth, and actually, using that materials to make a certain magic item that's from the DMG and so forth for it. The problem is that the monster menu hasn't won't be coming out till like the beginning of next year to actually look at the monsters and do for it. Or we could just do other modules like 3.5 or Pathfinder 1, Pathfinder 2. We'll see what the poll is. That's for the crafting section. The second one is my very old adventure that I pretty much reused so many times. There is a live stream in my very, very earlier videos that we did on Roll20 on this channel. It'll be that kind of adventure, and yes, it's gonna be Fungus Among Us. Fungus Mungus was a venture that I made for over 20 years because I DM for 20 years, and it just added on onto that. Keep refining it. I think it's a point for an adventure book that is basically has a very big twist and a mystery that you're going to have to go around and solve. Uh, that kind of one. The second one I was thinking about is basically equipments and armory. So basically, not everything will be listed on the DMG or the player's handbook for equipment, armor, so forth, like Oriental armors, stuff like that. They used to have one for 3.5. I still have. It's arms and armor, and basically it's a very thin um, booklet. It's like an actual book, but it's like a booklet of all the armors and Oriental stuff, and also making modern weaponry and also like modern airplane and stuff. Depending because 3.5 used to have modern D20 and so forth. And I was thinking about doing that with magic items because I know there's going to be a lot of magic items that they are going to remove that they you had in the previous books. Because I have first edition AD&D, and I have 3.5 fourth edition and fifth edition D&D books. And once in a while, they will just remove a magic item and basically get something else in it. But I was thinking about doing that as well. The fourth one, I believe it's going to be more like I was thinking about the fourth one to be more like another adventure, but it is the lands, the lost ancient lands of the dragons. So basically, that adventure back in the day was you wake up and basically you're like an isekai version of it, but I'm probably gonna take the isekai thing off of it. You wake up, you're in an island, and this island it has secret, elemental, primordial, energy all around, and you go around and find out who you are, what you are, and so forth. You basically lost your past memory, but you figure out your class. The hard part is that the cleric that gets the power from the deities will lose their ability until they start figuring out how they ended up got there. Also, the spellcaster, they can cast, depending if you're a wizard, you get a spell in your spell book. Sorcerer, you gotta, remember. So you have like, a certain amount of time, and to a certain amount of thing, you roll, d4s for how many spells, d12, how many hours it takes, so forth. All the mechanic I used to have in my old book, my old notebook that I used to write stuff will have that. But we could talk more about it and get to it. That's a Kickstarter idea. The book I'm gonna be collabing with Jeff. I do love his writing on a book like the Dragonlance books. Tracy and Hickman is gonna be Jeff, and Lance collabing on an actual adventure book. Um, I have a lot of plot points. I can make a lot of the adventures. I want to make the games that we played and be recorded, converted into an actual book, and that is like probably more enjoyable to read and watching us ripping our hairs off. Why, Lance? Why did you do it? You're an asshole. I'm like, yes, I am. Now roll me a wisdom save. For it. It is one of those things that I would like to do. I am going to be helping. Please do uh, help my buddy Jeff out with this book of the 19 Towers to get a lot of to give him his support, and I'll give you update once I'm done with this book by this week. It'll be another week for Asher to read this book. Then once we get these, once we both read it, and then we're gonna have a podcast with Jeff about his book. He already has the second book ready to go. We might do a Kickstarter on that. I have to look up what Kickstarter's requirement is. So I'm gonna please spread this around. Please share this around. There's gonna be a short on this video, um, short on this channel. So basically, get a book, really good book. Where to buy it? Amazon. Link will be down the bottom. They have it in Kindle and paperback, and it's very cheap. Anyhow, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like, and share. Check out our Patreon Discord, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.